Nôl â ni yn awr I Gwm Doncyn unwaith eto. Gadewch I ni glywed beth oedd gan Dylan Thomas I ddweud am nadoligau ei blentyndod yn Abertawe yn y geiniau cynnar yr ugeinfed ganrif. Wedi ei ddarllen unwaith eto gan actor arbennig o ddawnus. Myfi. Eto. Diolch.
Years and years ago, when I was a girl, when there were wolves in Wales, and birds the colour of red flannel petticoats whisked past the harp-shaped hills, when we sang and wallowed all day and night in caves that smelt like Sunday afternoons in damp front farmhouse parlours, and we chased, with the jaw bones of deacons, the English and the bears, before the motor car, before the wheel, before the duchess-faced horse, when we rode the daft and happy hills bareback, it snowed. And it snowed. But here, a small boy says, "It snowed last year too. I made a snowman and my brother knocked it down and I knocked my brother down and then we had tea." But that was not the same snow, I say. Our snow was not only shaken from whitewash buckets down the sky, it came shoaling out of the ground and swam and drifted out of the arms and hands and bodies of the trees. Snow grew overnight on the roofs of the houses like a pure and grandfather moss, minutely ivied the walls, and settled on the postman, opening the gates, like a dumb, numb thunderstorm of white, torn Christmas cards. Were the postmen then too? With sprinkling eyes and wind-cherried noses, on spread, frozen feet, they crunched up to the doors and mittened on them manfully. But all that the children could hear was a ringing of bells. "You mean that the postman went rat-a-tat-tat and the doors rang?" "I mean that the bells the children could hear were inside them." "I only hear thunder sometimes, never bells." "Well, there were church bells too." "Inside them?" No. In the bat-black, snow-white belfries, tugged by bishops and storks, and they rang their tidings over the bandaged town, over the frozen foam of the powder and ice-cream hills, over the crackling sea. It seemed that all the churches boomed for joy under my window, and the weathercocks crew for Christmas on our fence. "Get back to the postmen?" Well, they were just ordinary postmen, fond of walking and dogs and Christmas and snow. They knocked on the doors with blue knuckles. "Ours has got a black knocker." And then they stood on the white welcome mat in the little drifted porches and huffed and puffed, making ghosts with their breath, and jogged from foot to foot like small boys wanting to go out. "And then the presents." And then the presents, after the Christmas box, and the cold postman, with a rose on his button nose, tingled down the tea-tray slithered run of the chilly glinting hill. He went in his ice-bound boots like a man on fishmonger's slabs. He wagged his bag like a frozen camel's hump, dizzily turned the corner on one foot, and by God, he was gone. "Get back to the presents?" Well, they were useful presents, engulfing mufflers of the old coach days and mittens made for giant sloths, zebra scarves of a substance like silky gum that could be tug-o-war down to the galoshes. From aunts who always wore wool next to the skin, they were moustached and rasping vests that made you wonder why the aunts had any skin left at all. And pictureless books, in which small boys, though warned with quotations not to, would skate on Farmer Giles's pond and did, and drowned. And books that told me everything about the wasp except why. Bags of moist and many-coloured jelly babies, and a folded flag, and a false nose, and a tram conductor's cap, and a machine that punched tickets and rang a bell, never a catapult. Once, by mistake that no one could explain, a little hatchet, and a celluloid duck that made, when you pressed it, a most unduck-like sound. Ooh. and a painting book in which I could make the grass, the trees, the sea and the animals any colour I pleased. Hard-boileds, toffee, fudge and all sorts, crunches, cracknels, humbugs, glaciers, marzipan and butter Welsh for the Welsh, and troops of bright tin soldiers who, if they could not fight, could always run, and snakes and families and happy ladders, and a whistle to make the dogs bark, to wake up the old man next door, to make him beat on the wall with his stick to shake our picture off the wall. The small boy stared at me, mouth agape, eyes twinkling, a Cheshire cat grin spreading across his face.
Allwch chi gofio eich nadoligau cynnar chi? Wi'n gallu. Canrifoedd ar ganrifoedd yn ôl, bob tro yn special, be bynnag y tywydd. Do go gentle into those good Christmas nights all.